It's about to get crazy, ladies and gentlemen. We are heading into the tiebreaker, game number 3. This is going to be Blitz, the map Octane, FaZe Black, fighting for a spot at the X Games. Must defeat SB if they want any chance of making it to that tournament. SB could knock them out of the event right here.
I think this map is about as good, and you might disagree. I think it's about as good a decision as a map they could have for this, for SB, being off host. Like, I know what you think, like, oh, AR is better, but you do not want a small map like Freight on Formal's host, where he's just jumping at you with a sub.
Well, they obviously got Freight out of there because, as we all know, the Strictly Business team, which was basically FaZe Black at regionals and COD Champs, was dominant in Freight Blitz. They wanted that one out of there.
I think going against this FaZe Black team on their host, this is about as much as you could ask for. At least that's kind of how I view it. So we'll see how this plays out, but I imagine Formal's going to be running a sub, and he's just going to be running.
In your base, in your face.
Exactly.
He's pretty good at putting up 40 bombs. 30 bombs, quite frequent. Let's see what he can do here off the break. It is his host, and he will be trying to lead this FaZe Black squad to a big win. Stainville, Bulldog, and John, though, were going absolutely huge the first time we saw them on Domination, this same map. Will the ARs pay off the break? We're on board with Formal. Where does he go?
Well, this is actually going to be pretty standard. He's going to push out bottom pawn here, and most likely he's going to try to hit the rotations on gas, but he elects to keep pushing back, so he has one gunfight in front of him, and now look at this. You have to see SB just start rotating back to their flag.
Big flank opportunity. Stainville got one more player to beat here, and he will fall. Looks like Bulldog is there to play base defense, though, and I like this start from Strictly Business. They are very defense-oriented. One player slipping by Bulldog. Shots going into Saints, but he's somehow able to cap.
Wow, yeah, that hurts because you had played great defense. You stopped Formal, you stopped Sensor. You still have 4 up base. I think 3 or 4 standing around the flag, and Saint sneaks one in. So that one hurts.
Yeah, that doesn't feel good.
And now he's out of ammo too. I mean, Bulldog is dead to rights here in the middle of the map, just chucking grenades, looking for a gun. Will find a Vector, and I see, like, if you look at the mini map right now, this is all SB's opportunity to cap. John's going to go through, and you got Stainville waiting to go through for the replay.
Yeah, Stainville is in such a good position. Although he was taken down, you can still see that now with all the group spawning that with this update, this is going to be very dangerous for FaZe Black because SB can just keep the pressure on him now.
Yeah, this is definitely a good start. I know it's only 1-1, but so far, at least, it looks like it's sort of going towards SB, but this will be one coming in right now for FaZe Black. And who was that?
Saints.
That was Saints with his second one. So Saints, really good play so far. First one dove in with 3 people around him. This time able to wrap around that right side flank. So good job so far by Saints and FaZe Black.
Dead. Here he goes again. One last player alive on the blitz spawn. He doesn't care. Slides right in front of him. Saints has been a man on a mission at the start of this game. 3 caps in the first 2 minutes. But on the other side, it looks like Stainville was able to slip in. Can he go through a second time? Some lag on my end. I hope it's not on the player side, as that was a difficult shot. If Stain would have won that 1v1, would have been a tie game.
Yeah, we got the exact same thing, Puckett. I think it's a hiccup with the online broadcast remote or something like that.
Yeah, we haven't figured it out yet. We get hiccups from time to time here too, but that 3 down from SB. Let's see if the pressure, you can see those triangles flooding towards the cap here of SB. Let's see if they can punch in another one here for FaZe Black.
I like the rotation here from Spacely. Knew someone might get cheeky and try and go up top. Gets the kill. Now Stainville charging into gas will not win that. Calls it out to John, also on the flank. John takes care of it. Base is clean. They can finally push forward, but at the start, you got to say FaZe Black has been the more aggressive team. I like the tempo they're putting here in the first round.
Yeah, it's huge. And if you look at your mini-map, I mean, notice where Bulldog's sitting. He's way in the back. He's not going to see any kind of action in the midfield really at all until his teammates kind of relieve him from this position, which I don't know how I feel about that, man. What
Dito's doing the same thing on the other side is what I've noticed, is they're liking to have that base defenseman. Dito, he's going to sit at home in the motel. But Bulldog, I feel like you're on such a tougher side trying to protect as just the lone D-man.
There's been a couple really good defensive stands out of SB. I've just been watching. I haven't even looked at the players shooting. I've just been kind of staring at the minimap to watch the movements of the players here. And a couple times I thought FaZe Black was hitting from, 2-3 different angles, going to have an easy cap and just get shut down.
Foremost got a cap here, basically. I don't think any of the members of SB even have any idea he's
John
there.
is threatening on the opposite side. John's going to go through at the same time, and Formal is going to make it 4-3, still in favor of FaZe Black. But I like that trade here from SB.
Yeah, if you're SB right now, oh, God. That's the second cap this game where they just basically watched a guy cap in front of them. John has to lay on this goal, and I don't know if he's going to be able to stop this.
Stuns are going down. There's 4 people there. Not getting far is Formal. Saints doubling back to play some defense. They know SB is coming. How much damage can Spacely do?
A lot. Oh, no!
Oh.
T-Rex arms.
Yeah, comes out with a bit of a butter knife there and not able to pick that up. Taking a look here with, well, it looks like what Methods is top broken. He's trying to help his players get across to put some pressure, but just like that, basically everyone from SB, at least on the offensive side of things, gets taken out. So it's going to kind of flip to FaZe Black. You can see them start to move their way across map here as they're going to try and punch another one in before time expires. 20 seconds to go.
You really want them to score another one here if you're a FaZe Black fan, just going in the second side.
Yeah, and I think they're going to be happy with the score as it is, though.
Yeah,
they don't want to.
Sure,
they don't want to give up base control, and I like the cautious play. However, the one thing I've noticed in this first round is Methods has run out of ammo 3 times. That concerns me. If you're only going to play with one base defenseman on the other side where he's going to have more angles, you need some extended mags.
Scavenger perk.
Exactly.
Yeah, the extended mag should actually kind of get it done. I wonder what his class setup is for defense.
For the specialist?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, yeah. I know what was it most do like what sleight of hand first?
Sleight of hand's the first one, yeah. That's how you see plays like Crim 6's 6-piece at Niagara. Just sleight of hand, just slaying through him. But Puckett, who are you starting off with here?
I'm on board with the Bulldog at the start. He has gone back to his normal Remington, just 24 bullets in that clip. And you're going to see 2 down for SB off the break. Saints is the player trying to cause damage. Let's go on board with Saints. I want to see what he's been up to.
Yeah, they basically just shut down the entire attempt of SB to get out of Motel or their side. They cleaned up all 4 right off that break there, but it's kind of flipping around now as you see 2 down for FaZe Black. And it looks like there's Formal's kind of pushing right side. He's going to go down. No one too aggressive yet other than that. It looks like there is a player, undergoing top broken for SB, which he might be able to be a bit annoying. Is that SB's actually the team with all the pressure right now.
Or AKA Stacely.
Yeah, Stacely.
And Spacely up top is trying to work with John, who's distracting down low. There are 4 defenders at the base here for FaZe Black. John gonna win the one-on-one. Spacely still hiding up top. I think is just gonna wait this one out.
He's got to peek it. He's got to peek it. He's got to win this battle, and he has a cap here, and he's going to push right in there, and he's going to be taken out.
Big kill from Dito on defense. Not an easy pick with the Remington at short range. He makes it happen, and you can see on the opposite side of the map, his teammate Formal has been clearing the way to the spawn. Still no goals on the second side.
Yeah, I mean, so far, nothing really too crazy going on yet, but it was... It was Dito with a huge defensive stand, and now John does punch one in for his side. So it is going to be tied 5-5, little under 3.5 to go here. And SB's got to play some defense, though, as they have several players from FaZe Black moving in this side. And that should be definitely a cap here, I believe, for FaZe Black. Yes, they will get one in.
All tied up, Maves. Oh, God. And now Saints is in a dominant position. Watch Saints just destroy everyone.
Oh, Saints is going to lock it down. But no, big shots from John with the Vector. Buys them sometime. There are 2 more players in the base. Bulldog cannot stop the caps, and this is gonna be trouble unless SB is able to break out of this right now.
Oh, God. Sensor actually just got taken out, but notice how they continue to have the pressure on the base. Saints is now here, and he's just going to be able to
Oh, God, not again! Wow, second time Saints runs past basically the entire team. They're all there, like in a circular pattern around their base, and Saints somehow comes in from some mysterious angle and gets one in again. So 2-cap lead here for FaZe Black. Couple big plays out of them on the slaying side. What really was all Saints. He was the one that originally got that setup there. He was the one that snuck in for that cap, so excellent work.
And I was watching Bulldog throughout that Saints cap. He actually got the kill on Saints, but the cap went through. You know he's frustrated. You know he's pissed. Can he shake it off and get this squad back together? More kills going down here for FaZe as they are threatening to cap once again. Dito is stopped short. Sensor right behind him. Big defensive kills from Bulldog and John.
Yeah, and, The Bulldog's doing so well. He knows there's another guy floating around Motel, and he really needs to get a position here. And they're going to get another cap. It's like SB's just missing like one checkpoint.
And just looking, I mean, they're only up 3 caps, but if you want to take a look at the slang here, I mean, Saints +5, Formal +3, Dito again, 16 and 8. So they're really, really controlling the pace with their slang. But really, they're only, up 2 now as SB punches in another. So this is still, I mean, SB can definitely come back at this. They still have 90 seconds to kind of mount this comeback, Chris.
Saints and Sensor still threatening at the SB base. Saints is going to get cut down just inches short, and now Dito, 1-on-4 in the middle of the map, going to have to play some defense. Does pick off John, who is pushing up on that far pond side. Stango, though, locking down Broken.
Peekaboo is basically gets yet another cap for his team, and now he's going to be actually able to push up with John here. No, he's not. He's just going to get cut down, and now here comes the FaZe Black attack.
Yeah, and FaZe Black had them just locked in their base for what seemed like forever there. They couldn't break out, but finally Spacely did get through bottom Broken to punch that one in. So they're only down 1, but Sensor should have a cap, and yes, he extends that back to 2. This is going to really come down to the wire.
Nice cap by Sensor. Pressure on now for Strictly Business, and the worst part is you still have more players inside your base. Dito trying to get sneaky, 4 down. This is what SB needed. John sprinting to that capture point before they spawn. Can he block it on this left side? He does, and now he'll be able to go through. Can they rally it? Bulldog in the mix in the middle, but Spacely is the player to watch top Broken.
Well, Formal is actually going to be overextending as well, so that's going to be a cap.
That's huge.
And now this is going to be back and forth here, and based on this, it looks like, yeah, minimap alone, FaZe Black will take this.
Spacely just runs through an opponent, but another cap being traded. They were desperate. FaZe Black had this small lead, and they never let it go. Formal did not go off as we expected.
No, not at all.
This was so close all the way down to the wire.
Yeah, and that's why I was kind of saying that map is going to be a good one for SB, though, to keep it that close, because that's exactly why I, was kind of, it sort of takes away his host advantage. Formal doesn't run an AR. He runs a sub, and he, you can't really control with a sub as much in a map like Octane, but he sort of had the play to seal it there. They were getting pressed in their base, and he just completely overextended, ran by and punched in, I think, that 11th cap, and then Sensor able to get one in the final seconds. But good job by FaZe Black. I mean, they got the split off host that they needed, won the S&D, and then able to take it home on Formal's host for Game 3. So their X Games hopes still alive.
Still alive. Strictly Business will be nervously watching the rest of this tournament.
Yeah.
FaZe Black has a tough competitor, though. We'll tell you who it is on the other side of this commercial break.